Hello and welcome to the video 1 of the 5-part Event Day Management series. In this video, we will discuss the Event Day Management service and how to obtain it. Let's begin by discussing what exactly Event Day Management is. Event Day Management, or EDM, is a set of functions and policies that allows online competitive events to run smoothly and effectively. It's important to note that this is for competitive events only within SAP Ariba sourcing, and a competitive event is an RFP or auction with real-time participation with the bid console feature enabled. The benefits to this is that it ensures market integrity. This maximizes supplier participation, therefore creating a more competitive environment. This creates a fair market and also drives compliance internally as well as externally. A little bit about Event Day Management scope and permissions. The scope means that the bid console can be enabled on an event by setting "Must participants improve their bids" to "Yes" on the event overview. EDM services only apply to live events. A live event is considered to be an event that is not labeled as a test, mock, or practice and is created in the production realm. An event should not last longer than 24 hours for it to be considered real-time, and it should be published. Some permissions to Event Day Management. It is controlled using Event Administrator and Surrogate Bidder groups. Groups will be unavailable if SAP Ariba performs your Event Day Management. You will need permission from SAP Ariba Market Coordination Team to assign user permissions. Let's talk about execution. There's two ways that you can execute Event Day Management services. Either you can have the SAP Ariba Market Coordination Team do it for you, or you can do self-service management yourself. Let's first talk about SAP Ariba Market Coordination Team. It's important to note that this is a free service. It's comprised of a team of experts who specialize in SAP Ariba sourcing. They exclusively work with EDM functions and policies. They act as a neutral third party that works to maximize event participation and successfully administer a competitive event. And they also provide event administration, direct line support, and surrogate bidding. Now let's talk about self-service management. This helps drive internal procurement policy compliance. You're able to perform administrative actions yourself, thus for providing more control. And it's recommended to have dedicated resources if you are going to perform self-service management. This aids with process maturity and user experience, and ultimately leads to speed and efficiency in execution. Now, let's take a look in the SAP Ariba solution. There are several things to consider when creating our event. The first of which is we must make sure that our event, whether it is an RFP or auction, is less than 24 hours long. This is the guideline for it to be considered a competitive event. The second of which is we need to make sure the option to have participants improve their bids is checked to yes. This is required for it to be a competitive event. Once we make sure that these two are enabled, we can go ahead down to summary and publish our event. Now that our suppliers have begun to respond, we can view their responses here in the bid history of the bid console. We have an option to organize the view in whichever pattern that we would like. For example, we could organize by bid ID. And we can see the participants' bid ID and their prices associated. The other tab I'd like to show you is the Content tab. In the Content tab, we have a similar layout where we can view the extended price of each bid, as well as change the view so we can view it in a different way, such as viewing from the responses. The third tab that I'd like to show you is the Suppliers tab. In the Suppliers tab, we have several options. We can choose to surrogate bid as a supplier by checking the box next to their name and choosing surrogate bid. We can also lock or unlock a supplier depending on their response status or if they've responded at all. We can choose to resend an invitation email if a supplier did not get the original, and we can choose to compose a message. If we compose a message and send it, we will find it here in the Messages tab. The Messages tab lets us know all the messages that have come through and who has responded at what times. We can organize this view as well to view messages from participants or messages sent to participants. Thank you for watching video 1 of the Event Day Management series. Please join us again for video 2. Thank you.